Yeah, this is our first storm on the boat. When we were living in the house, Ken asked if we should go hang out in the boat when one of the storms were going on, just to see what it was like. I didn't want to, so this will be our first one.
We did get caught in a nasty thunderstorm over on Bahia Honda. I don't know if we put that post that footage. We'll have to post that footage later on our YouTube page. But the dinghy was literally higher than our Bimini at one point. We secured it, tied it off. It was a pretty nasty blow. We had in excess of 50 to 60 miles an hour gust, sustained for 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was scary.
We drug anchor. We wound up finally. I had thrown a second anchor out, and we did kind of. The boat secured itself in about 5 feet of water and probably 100 feet from shore. So we kind of lucked out. We did fire up the motor, and we kept it ready to go in case the anchor drug again, and put us in a little more danger. So we did. We jumped up on our anchor and bought us a mantis. I think you've seen it in some of our previous videos. We're happy about that. But we're gonna just tough it out and see what happens. I hope you enjoy our videos.
Life of a sailor. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We're gonna show it all to you.
There's always something going on and always something to fix and repair. See you guys later.
Stay safe.
So I'm using some spare dock lines to tie up our main sail. I'm leaving it in the cover, just going to try to get the wind, stop the wind from getting into it, getting it flapping around. We don't expect a big hurricane, so we're not going to tie down for something like major like we did with Irma and take all our canvas down. We're doing some prep work while we can, while it's still fairly calm out here. But we're sitting in our cockpit thinking about the hurricane coming. This would be our first season. This is our first season. It'd be our first hurricane on the boat. We owned the boat during Irma, but we were tied up in a dock in our backyard. We did a lot of prep on it. We removed all the canvas, all the sails. We didn't have our solar on at the time. We don't expect this to be as bad as Irma. So we're gonna wait it out here in the harbor. We're keeping an eye on it. As long as it's a Hurricane 1 or less, we're just gonna stay on the ball. We're gonna probably stay awake the whole time anyway.
Yes.
But we did prep. We took our head sail down. Didn't take the main sail off because of anticipation of it not being as severe. But we did tie ropes all around our main sail with it in the cover. We're probably going to leave our dinghy in the water and fill it full of water just so it doesn't get airborne. What we found is these synthetic soft shackles. I think this was rated for like 10 or 12,000 pounds. It's either Kevlar or Dyneema, I'm not really sure. We're going to put this through the thimble on the mooring ball. It's got a chafe guard on it. And then we can add additional lines to it, kind of beef up our ground tackle. At least for the mooring. We do not suggest staying on a mooring ball in a major hurricane. We're thinking we're going to get tropical wind conditions here in the Keys. The hurricane now is supposed to be heading up the east coast of Florida, but we're going to get some substantial winds. We're going to stay on the mooring ball unless something happens between now and then. We might go tie up in the mangroves. Alright, so one of the things I've done first is I doubled my dock lines through the thimble and back to the cleat. So that, alright, you see that? Now I've got this soft shackle in with the chafe guard through the thimble. And at least I can add another couple of lines. I'm gonna add those in and get back. Hopefully that secures. Unzip both sides, unsnap it. I'll fold it up.
Life vests. I have them out in case of emergency. We'll be set.
All right. So we're still prepping for the storm, trying to get everything lined up. We got our, like Miss Kelly said, we got our life jackets out. I ran a jack line, and this is a line that's run from my starboard stern cleat all the way up to my center cleat in the front. And I also have my safety harness with a lanyard on it. What'll happen is, I'm kind of worried about whether or not our mooring would hold if it gets really bad, which it shouldn't, but this is just our prep. We're going through our emergency preps anyway, just for the future. So what I would wind up doing is taking this lanyard and hooking it to this jack line. That way I can walk all the way to the bow of the boat. If we break a mooring, break off the mooring ball, I can deploy my anchor.
Hey everybody, it's August 2nd. We survived Hurricane Isaias. Yeah. So that was our first hurricane on the boat. We just had a slight wind and just a little bit of rain, but it was a good experience for us to get the boat hurricane prepped.
I think somebody on the net said 34 knots.
Yes,
that's what we maxed out here. We didn't get a lot of anything, but we prepped the boat anyway. I found in the past it's easier to take the head sail down in a light breeze than in a strong breeze. It just will not slide down the track on our furler. So we took it down in preparation, and there's so much other stuff to do, so we did what we could beforehand. And fortunately we didn't see any bad weather. And we've been slowly putting the boat back together. We got our canopies back on.
His hammock's back up.
Got my hammock back up. That's the most important thing.
So then we had to take a break.
So we're sitting in the shade taking a break.
Sipping on some ice water. It's a pretty day. We might go kayaking in a little bit.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, thanks for all the prayers and the well wishes for us. I hope everybody else is doing well and you don't get too much damage from the hurricane.
Bye.
Love you guys.